Picture this scene. You're on a quiet beach and you're pondering the movement of the waves and the sound of the seagulls. You feel at peace, and you would like to portray the scene of your feeling in the form of poetry to treasure a written form of this memory forever. You head home, and you take out a piece of paper. How do you begin your journey of creating your very first poetry project? Writing poetry can not only help make sense of what we're feeling, but it can also help other people to relate to us. We are all different, but we all feel the same emotion at some point in our lives. Beginning a poetry project can be quite a daunting task because there are very few guidelines and rules that it can be difficult to know where to start. It requires a lot of hard work and perseverance, but it will be worth it in the end. The planning and editing stages of poetry project are very important because it helps piece the poem together. Think about it like a jigsaw puzzle. All the pieces are there, all of your emotion and thoughts, and you just need to structure them correctly, so it will be complete. The most important part of creating a poetry project is the planning stage. Here you will need to plan and organize a logical set of events, and you will start establishing the beginning, the middle, and the end for your poem. The sequence of events need to unfold naturally as well as logically, in order for your poem to make sense to the reader. To successfully achieve this, the first stage will involve brainstorming ideas. The next stage is generating your material. The third stage is choosing the form of your poem, and the final stage are to draft, edit, and review your poem. The hardest part of writing a poem from scratch is getting those first words onto paper. Use the following step to help you begin your journey of creating your first poetry project. Step 1. Think of what you want to write about. It doesn't have to be in the form of a language. It could be an image in your head that inspires you to write the poem. Focus on the reason behind your poem, as it will be helpful to have it as a point of reference during the next stages of your poetry project. Step 2. Generate some material. Here you will be free writing and you will just write whatever comes to mind. Do not worry about the structure or precision in this stage. This stage is all about writing what comes to mind. Step 3. Choose a form for your poem. The chances are the text you produced in the previous stage are in a block of text with no structure. That's completely normal. This step involves discerning what kind of shape you want your poem to take. The question you should ask yourself is if you want to follow a more strict rules like the rhyming pattern of a sonnet, or a poem with less restriction like a free verse poem. Step 4. Produce material in the form you have chosen using the raw material you produced before. This stage can be daunting because this is where the pieces of your poem begins to come together. Remember to write for yourself and to be true to your own feeling. This is your poetry project, so do not write for others. Step 5. Edit your poem. Read through the poem and ask yourself as you read each line, how does this part contribute to the poem? And consider cutting the part that does not advance the theme. Step 6. The final stage is to revise your poem. Read your poem out loud, show it to your friend, and then submit it to a journal if you like. If you have made it to this stage, congratulations. You have taken a poem from an initial thoughts or feeling to the final product. I hope you enjoy exploring the process of writing poetry, and that you discover something new from your language approach. Practice makes perfect, and the more poem you write, the more natural it will come to you.